Hey guys, welcome to the Trash Picture Show. When I was growing up, I remember watching a very strange, very weird movie called Dance of the Dwarves. I was 6 at the time. I thought it was the most horrifying, scary horror movie I'd ever seen. And then as the years went on, I tried tracking it down. And I gave up because at the time I didn't have decent internet and there wasn't as many kind of magazines like Empire or Hot Dog or Total Film around at the time. And I didn't know as many people into cinema at the time, so I just gave up. But as the advent of the internet and stuff came along, I remembered this fever dream of a movie I had watched and decided to try and track it down once again. And the title of the movie was Dance of the Dwarves. However, when it was brought over to Europe, it was changed to Easy Flyer, and that will become more kind of obvious when I go into the story and the cast. But this movie is wonderful B-movie schlock. I went back and watched it again, but it is certainly not the scary horror I remember. So what's the story about? Story surrounds Dr. Evelyn Howard, played by Deborah Raffing. She travels to South America to try and locate a long-lost tribe of pygmies. She's assisted in her adventure by a helicopter pilot, a very hard-drinking, hard-bitten helicopter pilot named Harry Bidiger, played wonderfully, badly by Peter Fonda. Henceforth, the Easy Flyer kind of renamed. They were trying to gauge on his popularity and kind of get in with the whole Easy Rider crowd to promote the movie. So the two team up, go to the jungle and try and find these pygmy monsters. And it is the most entertaining, schlockiest piece of shit I have ever watched. Deborah Raffin takes the role very seriously. She is this very kind of go-getter scientist, and she was going for a very Sigourney Weaver, Linda Hamilton kind of badass chick. But she overdoes it a wee bit, particularly when she starts shooting up Harry's bottles of whiskey to stop him from dying from alcohol poisoning. Fonda, I'm fairly sure, was actually drunk on the set of this movie. He's either drunk or high, but he's fucking wonderful in this movie. He's obviously not as invested as Raffin, but I think he's just in such an urgency to try and get through the fucking shoot. He brings a whole kind of urgency to the character, which may not be intentional. There's a fantastic scene where he's kidnapped by a local militia or bandits. He's like, okay, you ever play Cuban roulette? You empty out your gun, put in the 2 bullets, put it to your head. And the guys are like, okay, you go first. And they give him the gun and he's like, okay. And he ends up fucking shooting the 2 guys. But it's nowhere near as scary as I thought it was as a child. But it's fun. If you get a chance, definitely check it out. It's good fun. It's great fun. If you're in Europe, you may have to track it down as Easy Flyer. The creature effects are terrible. They're fucking god awful. They're these really bad rubber kind of monster suits. Very reminiscent of the dinosaur creature that appeared in the 60s Batman with the Egghead episode. But yeah, these lumbering creatures that Harry and Evelyn have to dispatch using hunting rifles and flare guns. But yeah, it's a very silly movie, and for the longest period of time, I thought it was something that my muddled child brain had orchestrated. But yeah, I tracked it down, I watched it, and it was great fun. Pure schlocky entertainment. But, going on to another topic, guys, is there any movie you watched as a child that you're like, did that fucking exist? If so, leave the plot or the details in the comments below, and maybe I could track it down for you, or someone else can see the comment and track it down for you. Or is there any movie that you did eventually track down and you're proud you watched it, or it did live up to your childhood expectations? Leave any story like that in the comments below. So, my name's Martin, this has been the Trash Picture Show, and have a good one. Take care. Bye now.